Hi there, Lizzie with you today. I was going to take this scrap kit, inverted commas, that I'd sort of made up out of bits and pieces that I had in my room to a scrap group that I've discovered meets in the place that I live. But I didn't get to go, so I thought, well, I'll just do it at home and maybe video it because I haven't done a video for ages and ages and ages. So here we are. I hope that you just saw very quickly I flipped this white page over, and on the back is a whole lot of coloured decoration-y things that I think are made to be cut aparts, but I knew I wouldn't use them. I wanted a white page, and I think it's a really good way to use up 12 by 12 paper that you may not use for any other purpose. It's better than sitting in my drawer. So that's what I've done, and that's why I showed you the opposite side very quickly. Here I am adding some washi because washi rocks my world. It's a sample I think I got from Heather Devney, and it doesn't quite meet at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to stick a photo over it. I could have stuck an embellishment over it as well. That's my dog barking for some reason because there's no one here. It's a wet, rainy day in Sydney, or outskirts of Sydney and Sydney. So I've used quite a bit of washi tape. I love washi tape. I love the samples I get. It's just really nice to have a whole lot of different varieties because they come in so handy for scrapbooking, and they're such a cheap embellishment. What I've tried to do here is, I thought it might show you how you can use more than one photo on a page. I've actually got 4 photos, one from January, the top one where Ollie's had a haircut, and the 3 bottom ones from his birthday. Not necessarily all from his party, but definitely his birthday. So I decided that I would, what I'm doing is for each grandboy, I'm doing a scrapbook album from 0 till 5-ish, till when they go to school. And I've planned to do 1 page per month of their lives up to that point. This time I only had 1 photo from January, and I thought I'd combine them with the February ones. So it's a photo cut, haircut and birthday page. So I did cut the photos down, but I think this is not a bad way of adding 4 photos to a scrapbook page, which isn't really that easy. But because they're all odd sizes, I like the way that they sort of step down the bottom of the page, and then the one up the top right sort of is almost a focal point of Ollie at that age. So I was quite pleased with that. Here I am fussy cutting out a little cake from another series of papers that I got that I didn't think I'd use for anything else. So what I tend to do is I put a few bits and pieces together, have no idea whether I will A, use them, or B, where they'll go on the page until I actually start sticking them down. So once the photos are placed, it sort of gives you an indication of where you want to put your embellishments after that, I think. That's how I work anyway. This 3D foam tape is really good. I got it from Uniquely Creative, which is an Australian company. They do an Advent kit leading up to Christmas. And this, I'm pretty sure this was in that package. But what I like about it is it's got square foam 3D sticking bits, double-sided tape, but it's also got strips, and they've got wide strips and narrow strips. So it's really quite handy. I'll get it again. I'm not sure how much it costs, but I found it quite handy. You can see me here. I've outlined that happy birthday word with a black pen, texter thing. I do that a lot. I just think that it finishes off an embellishment and makes it sort of pop a little bit more. I just like it. I tend to use a black pen or a gold pen. They seem to be my 2 go-tos. And because I picked the yellow out for backing the happy birthday, the red happy birthday, from the balloons behind Mary's head, I've almost gone the opposite with that other word, with the celebrate word, and put the red behind. So yeah, I do tend to do that quite a bit. The photos I always stick down with my Bostik glue stick, and I've never had any problem with it. I know other people, I think Beck doesn't like it so much, or somebody I know wasn't terribly impressed with it, but I've never had any problems. Nothing ever gets unstuck. Comes unstuck, and for myself, I find that the double-sided tape does eventually peel off, so I'm sticking with my glue. No pun intended. So I popped a little bit of yellow behind Ollie's photo up the top there, because I've picked out bright colours with the bright washi tape, and because the photos, that was the only thing that I could find that that was common to them all. There was a little bit of brightness, like even the photo of Ollie at the top, he's got that little bit of bright blue behind his head. So, I think I made a mistake here. You can see I've just showed you a 7 because I thought it was his 7th birthday, but I'm pretty sure it was his 6th. So that was an old flare. What I'll probably do is I'll use a paint pen. I'll paint the flare black, and then I will put a gold 7 or a white 7 on top. So nothing's ever lost, nothing's ever wrong. You can always wangle things with scrapbooking. You've just got to be flexible and go with the flow. What do they say? There are no mistakes, there are just opportunities. So, yeah, that gap there that I was just tapping, I figured that was the perfect place for journaling. I am pretty lucky in that, as you can see, I've drawn the lines, and I know that I will be able to journal precisely and exactly for that amount of space. I don't know how I do it, but that's how it works for me. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And I just thought this sort of layout, I don't need white space. It's not one of those layouts where the focal point's one photo in the middle of the page and you work from top left to bottom right, or vice versa, or you go a strip across the page and then leave the top and bottom blank. This is a different sort of page. It's almost like a Project Live-ish sort of page. So that's my intention. All the embellishments I've had in my stash, even these little stars, which are so cute. And I just thought, they're nice and bright too. And also they pick out the yellow. So inadvertently, I didn't mean to, but I seem to have featured yellow in the page, which, that works, whatever. So here's a few little close-up snippets of the wrong birthday, pretty sure, 6, anyway. I don't even know how old I am, so, whatevers. I'm not good at figures and numbers. But anyway, I hope this gives you some inspiration, some ideas, and that you can get inspired to scrap yourself. So thanks for looking, and as always, happy scrapping. Cheers. Bye for now.